Is this some kind of joke? Are you trying to get a rise out of me or something?
No way, Mr. Brock. It's just, they told me your real name was still a secret, so I thought this might seem like a clever double bluff.
Look, just shut up and make a call to whoever it is that's funding this little enterprise. Tell them I want strawberries and champagne cooling in the fridge, the sweets sprinkled with rose petals, and Rachmaninoff playing gently in the elevator. No sense making my last few days on Earth any more unpleasant than they have to be, right?
Not a lot of people know this, but there's a microscopic part of me that never really sleeps, no matter how exhausted I am. It's a basic survival skill I've nicknamed my spider sense, and it keeps me up to speed on anything that's happening in my immediate vicinity. Example, right now, I'm in a deep delta wave dream about Johnny Storm's all flame from the Inhumans, but I know for a fact that Mary Jane is tearing open an envelope. Her heart's racing, her fingers are a little clumsy, the flesh on her arms is starting to goose pimple, and one side of my brain sends a telegraph to the other. "Wake up, Parker!" It screams in uppercase letters. "Wake up and find out what the problem is here." Being a good boy, I oblige. "Mary Jane!" Oh my God. What's wrong with him, Felicia? What happened? Nothing, he's fine. He just woke up and didn't know where he was for a second. But everything's okay now, right, Peter? Felicia, what are you doing here? You were fighting the vulture, remember? He attacked you in the hospital and dropped you out of the sky. But it's all been taken care of, honey. I've straightened everything out. God, my head. How long have I been out? 2.5 days, believe it or not. Move over and give me a little room here, huh? You've no idea how close we came to just packing in the whole secret identity thing and taking you back to the hospital. Did you know you got shot? Yeah, twice. Who did the sewing? I'm the Black Cat, remember? Wouldn't be much of a supervillain if I didn't know how to patch up a bullet wound. Thanks, Felicia. Oh my God, what about Aunt May? Have there been any more messages from the kidnapper? No, nothing. Things are just the way they were, Peter. Nothing happened the whole time you were unconscious. Well, I'd hardly say nothing happened. What are you talking about? Come on, Mary Jane. You are going to have to tell him, sooner or later. Crappy news. Oh God, where did they get this? I don't know. Somebody at the hospital, I guess. I'm finished. The secret's out. We're going to have to leave the city, Mary Jane. We're going to have to get out of here before every lunatic in a pair of tights come after us. Will you relax? Nobody knows the secret. Your face is too beaten up from Electro to be identified. The only thing they know for sure is that you're not Chinese. That's why they're running the big competition. What competition? J. Jonah Jameson is offering $5 million to anyone who identifies the guy in the picture. He's offering a reward for Spider-Man's secret identity. What? Again? The whole city's going nuts about it, Peter. It's all over the news, and Jameson's on every channel, grinning like a Cheshire cat. Man, I just want to go back to sleep again. Take it easy, you'll get through this. Even the owl says he's going to keep an eye out for your missing person, as a thank you for helping us bag Electro and the Vulture. You're working for the owl now? Just a few jobs here and there. He knows what I'll do and what I'm not going to do. He's actually very respectful. He's a gang boss, Felicia. He's ordered people's executions. So's have the elected officials in this country, Peter. I don't judge how you live your life. Difference is, I don't hurt people for a living. Well, that's open to debate right now. Guys, please. I really don't think this is the time to remind ourselves why you two aren't dating anymore. I'm sorry, Peter. I shouldn't have said that. No, you're right. You're absolutely right, Felicia. I'm in no position to judge what you do for money. You're a good friend, and I'm grateful for everything you've done here. Listen, I'm supposed to be meeting a stoolie for lunch in 20 minutes. He knows everything going down around town, so I'll call you if he comes up with anything. Thanks, babe. You sure you got all your things? Yeah, spandex and stuff is in the bag with my makeup and everything. You look after this guy, huh? And just call if he gives you any crap about going out on patrol tonight. Definitely. Please, don't look so sad, MJ. Please, don't look like Black Cat and I have so much more in common than you and I do. I'm a high school geek who keeps his book collection in alphabetical order, for God's sake. You're a supermodel who is, and always will be, way out of my league. Matt Murdock called and said he'll do anything he can to help. Nick Fury left a message too, and said he's arranged for one of the X-Men psychics to see you tomorrow night. Any word from Stephen Strange? Just that he's tried everything he can think of, and even he can't find a trace of her anywhere. What about your Aunt Anna? I just said we've sent May on a surprise vacation, so we were sending her one too, just to get her out of the way for a couple of weeks. Brilliant. All we need to do now is come up with a good reason why I've been out of school for a few days. Viral pneumonia. What? It was the first thing that came into my head and sounded far-fetched enough to be completely believable. I love you, you know that? I'd love you more if you stayed out of the city like I asked, but I don't know what I would do without you, MJ. Listen, now that you're awake, what do you want to do here? You think this might be the time to come clean? About what? Spider-Man. We always said if things ever got too out of control, we'd just go to the police, right? Going public would definitely make it easier to find May, but there'd be no going back. What do you think, Peter? Is this the time to call it quits? I don't think so. This is what happens when one psychopath finds out who I really am. Going public just opens up everyone we know to every lunatic I've ever fought. As long as you know what you're doing, baby. In the meantime, I say we sit down and take a look at what we're dealing with here. Let's run through everybody who knows your secret identity and see if we can figure this out by ourselves. Okay, Dr. Octopus, the Vulture, the Scorpion, the Shocker, Electro and Sandman don't know you from Adam, right? But the Green Goblin knows the truth. What about him? Actually, he was my first choice, but Osborn was in police custody when Aunt May disappeared, so there's no way he could have done this. What about one of his psycho friends? You know, as revenge for catching him and ruining his business and everything. It still doesn't add up. We'd have heard something by now. Osborn's been mad at me 1,000,000 times and never pulled a stunt like this before. This smacks of somebody who just found out. What about Harry Osborn? Harry's dead, MJ. Yeah, I know, but we all thought Norman was dead for a long time too. Haven't you noticed the way our social circle kind of has a habit of coming back? No, not this time, honey. I saw them put Harry in the ground. This definitely isn't him. Trust me. What about Venom? You think he would do something like this? What's the matter? Aren't you going to answer it? Hello? Mr. Parker? Mr. Peter Parker? This is the Compact Card Late Payment Department at Compact Card Credit, sir. Could you explain why you've been ignoring our final demands? What? According to our computer, we've sent you 6 letters in the last 8 weeks concerning credit card debts amounting to almost $25,000, sir. If you replied to these letters, we could have worked out a payment plan, but I'm afraid this matter is out of my hands and has been passed to our attorneys for retrieval. What? What are you talking about? The bank automatically pays all our credit card bills. There's gotta be some mistake here. It says on the computer that the bank returned every payment request for the last 3 months, Mr. Parker. Reason given here, insufficient funds. Come on, there's plenty of money in that account. I'm afraid you'll have to take that up with your bank, sir. Oh, don't worry, lady. We will. Man, can you believe these idiots? Where's the number for that bank? I'm gonna call the manager now and go absolutely. What's up, MJ? Something wrong? I think you and I need to have a serious talk, Peter. I still can't believe you never told me we were having money problems. I mean, what do you think I was gonna do? Push you off a building? It's not that. I just felt, well, really stupid about getting us into this mess and hoped the whole thing would sort itself out. That's why I was hiding all those letters and stuff. I just didn't want you to think I was stupid. How did this happen anyway? I thought the whole acting thing was going really well. Oh, it is, Peter. Things have actually been really good since I got the big part and everything. It's just a couple of the companies that still owed me money went bust and I dipped into my tax account to keep things going and, well, it all just kinda snowballed from there. The problem was I made a lot less money last year than the year before, but spent lots more on everything from first class flights to Aunt May's new apartment. I guess. I just didn't want to worry you with the little stuff, Peter. Not when you had all the big things to worry about, like Venom and the lizard and all those guys who were trying to kill you. Taking care of the money stuff was the one thing I had to do, you know? I feel like such an idiot for ruining us like this. Hey, come on. Nobody's been ruined. It's a lot of money, sure, and a lot of different companies. But these are businesses, MJ. All they want is their cash, and we just need to give them a realistic plan. But how do we pay all that on top of everything else we're paying right now? I don't know. I guess I just need to dig out the old digital camera and take a few pictures again, right? No big deal. I can start tonight when I'm out on patrol. You can't go out in this mess. You think I'm gonna stay home and watch TV? We'll be fine, baby. We've been in tighter spots than this. But you've already got so much on your plate, looking for May. Will you stop? You're married to a superhero, remember? Yeah, some superhero. Your face all over the newspaper, your aunt snatched by one of your playmates, and now you're worried about your cell phone bill coming in? Is the game finally up? Is the world about to find out that you're just not as cool or as credible or as competent as all the real superheroes flying around town? Man, I shouldn't even be up here in this condition. My muscles feel tight and my stitches feel loose, but I need to keep moving or I'm going to have some kind of nervous breakdown. This was supposed to be the hobby. This was supposed to be where I could escape from Peter Parker's stupid problems. This is where I always crack the jokes. Spider skank, has a butt like a tank, wears a dress, any size, catches men, just like flies. Look out! Here comes the spider skank! And they aren't helping things either. Can't focus on anything except Aunt May. Could this really be Eddie Brock? But what happened to that weird morality he always insisted he was operating under? Hell, what am I talking about? He's Venom, for God's sake. Is it really such a stretch to imagine that maniac crossing the line into full-blown psychosis? Spider-Man, help! Down here! About time, too. Please, God, please let this be the kind of trouble that makes a good front page picture I can sell for lots of money. What's up, man? Somebody rip you off? Nah, my car just blew a tire, and I was wondering if you could give me a hand. You got a couple of minutes? To fix a flat? You gotta be kidding me. Do I look like AAA? Ah, come on, fella. I thought you were supposed to be a superhero. I call a garage, and they're gonna charge me $150 just for pulling up. I don't believe this. What kind of vibe do I give off? You think this ever happens to Captain America? I'd do it myself, except I loaned my jack to my brother-in-law down in Philly a few weeks back. You ever been to Philly, Spider-Man? Best damn strip clubs on the entire eastern seaboard. You see that? What? Get out of the way, man. I need to let go of the car. Another 10 seconds, Spider-Man. Seriously, I'm just about done here. 20 at the absolute most. I said enough! Hey! You skinny little piece of crap. You look like Courtney Cox in that freaking costume. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood, damn, now they got me singing it. Dr. Octopus going nuts, lots of innocent people standing around with their mouths open. Not exactly an ideal combination. What's got you backed up, sweetie? Last page missing from the new Stephen Hawking's book? There's definitely something weird going on here. This feels more like I'm fighting the Hulk than the guy who got his first PhD while his buddies were in grade school. Ouch! Otto Octavius isn't exactly the type for a mindless rampage. Could this be a drug thing? Some kind of physiological reaction to all those years with 4 metal arms fused into his spinal column? Hey, check it out! The more I pound you, the more off balance you seem to get. I wonder what'll happen if I hit you really hard. Stupid, overconfident jerk. Should have known those arms would tear into that bus like a knife through hot butter. Lucky for you, Doc Ock was the only one who got hurt here. Supposing one of those kids had got killed, how would you have felt about that, Mr. Parker? And he's down in the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Surely one of Spider-Man's most sensational knockouts. Nice, big smile for the camera, gorgeous. I ever say how attractive you look since you went for that Matrix thing? What the hell is that in your back?
Attention! Step away from the prisoner.
What?
Stand back or we open fire. This is a special police operation.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Don't even try to run, freak. You think you people can do all this damage and just walk away? Forget about it, scumbag. You're coming with us. Are you out of your mind? I'm the one who took this guy down. What the hell did you idiots do? Shot him full of tranquilizers the second he broke loose from our convoy. Guy would have gone down straight away if you hadn't given him that big adrenaline rush. What the hell's going on here? What are you doing, taking Doc Ock away from prison anyway? The good doctor just had a few little tests he had to get, but that's the least of your concerns right now. Guys, seriously, you mind lowering those guns? What do you say, boys? Should we just let him loose and clean up his mess? Or do we finally bust this freak for wasting police time and property destruction? Wait a second, you don't need to question me. This is about the reward, right? You're just keeping me here to claim the $5 million the Daily Bugle was throwing away. Well, let's just say that's a little bonus money. Don't be stupid, man.
Get him!